Yo, people, it is I, J Reaper X, and this will be What If Luffy a Deal Pill Pin on Me? I've been posted for a long time, sorry about that. Thank y'all for 62 subs. I'm really happy. I've been getting a lot of support since I started What Ifs, and I'm happy about that, My Roblox fans, bro, I might do some Roblox again if you want. Oh, never mind. It was 64 subs. My bad. By the way, this is a suggestion from Loki Power. If you remember him, if you don't, that's fine. Or her, I don't know, man. So yeah. So we're gonna start. So we start off. Luffy's just sitting at the bar. Shanks arrives. So yeah. He drops the box near Luffy, Luffy, he is hungry. He is hungry. So he just eats the fruit that was in the box. And after that, he just passes out. But nobody notices, And yeah. After that, basically, he wakes up in the mindscape, and he doesn't see Law. No. In fact, he sees the Ope itself. It's just basically, the Ope but glowing. And Luffy's confused, and he's like, "What? Where am I?" And the Ope is like, "Welcome, fruit holder. You ate me, the power of the Ope I shall explain to you in detail where you are, but not now. I'm gonna give you memories from an alternate universe of the person who was supposed to hold my power. His name was Trafalgar D. Law. But in this universe, you somehow got it. So I'm gonna train you here for a while. Is that alright?" And Luffy, he nods. And basically, they start training. 10-minute passes, and a minute passes. And Luffy has learned all the moves of the Ope and he has made some moves for himself. Yeah. The Ope showed him the powers that he was supposed to get. So he learned Conqueror's Haki, Armament Haki, and Observation Haki. Yeah, mastered all of them. Well, except Conqueror's Haki. I don't know if he mastered it, but it's just he did okay. He mastered Observation Haki too, Armament Haki too. Yep. And he has the Cursed Blade of Law. No, never mind. He has his sword from Wano. I think it's Nidai Kiketsu. Yeah. He has his sword from Wano. And he learned swordsmanship, because it goes well with his fruit. So yeah. After that, he wakes up and he sees, what the bandits did, and he's really mad, like, how dare they ruin this nice bar, After that, Luffy's like, "Redeem." Then everyone sees like a blue sphere appears, They look at Luffy and they see that he has a serious expression on, and he's like, tacto. And he basically lifts his finger, and a bandit is sent. It's just sent flying. And after that, Luffy looks at the other bandits, and he's like, "If you don't want the same fate and want your boss back, you better get out of here. And no, you better get down on your knees and apologize to all of us here. Is that clear?" And they all nod, and they do that. And they beg for Luffy to bring back their boss. And Luffy, he expands the room, and he's like, "Chambers." And after that, basically, he just switches the boss with a broken glass. And Luffy's like, "So, learned your lesson yet?" And they all nod and just run out of here. Boom, like that. Then Shanks is like, "Luffy, did you eat the fruit in the box?" And Luffy is like, "Yep. Sorry, Shanks. You could have gotten 5 billion barriers of that, right?" And Shanks, his eyes widen. He's like, "What do you mean? What fruit is that?" And he's like, "This is the fruit that is worth as much as the Pirate King. No me. I didn't know before I ate it, but now I know its full potential. Sorry about that." "But I could somehow make you a fake replica, you know? And Shanks is like, "Sure, why not?" Then Luffy, like I said, he made new power for himself. And basically, he one of the new powers, I'm gonna explain it. It's just called donor. Basically, he takes the heart of a random person and can no see how the OP looks like a heart. If he takes a random ass heart, he can turn it into an OP, but it's a fake one. Right? So you know what I mean? Yeah. So he basically does that to a random ass pirate, the villain. Yeah, not a good person. He turns it into an OP, and he gives it to Shanks. So why didn't he explain nicely the power of donor? So if he takes a body part, even a muscle for somebody, he can modify it. Yeah, basically can modify it into something like, I don't know, bro, a living boat, whatever, a fake devil fruit. So, and even maybe a real one. So yeah. Now he gives the fruit to Shanks, and Shanks is like, "Thanks, kid." And maybe he's like, "No problem, Shanks. Good luck on your adventures." And Shanks, he gives the shot to Luffy. Luffy sheds a tear, and yeah. So sorry for the background noises. Oh damn, too much noise, guys. Sorry for that. Okay, people. Sorry for the interruption. Now, like I said, Shanks gave him the straw hat. Luffy sheds a tear. He says goodbye to Shanks. Yep. So, after that, Luffy, Garb arrives after Shanks left. And he basically throws Luffy to the person who takes care of him. I don't know, I forgot. I'm sorry. And there, he has the sword is huge compared to him, but he can still use it because he's done a lot of muscle training. Yep, he does it still. So yeah, and then uh, Luffy, when he was with the caretaker, he met Ace, and he looked at Ace, and he's seen potential in him, and he just wanted to train Ace, and he was like, "Yo, what's your name? What's your name, man?" And Ace turns around and he's like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "I'm a new kid here. I just want to know your name." And Ace, he's like, "My name is Portugas D Ace. What do you want?" And Luffy's like, "Hey, chill, dude. I just want to train you, actually. For my age, I'm pretty strong." And Ace looks at him, he's like, "Yeah? Well, prove it to me." And then Luffy, he's like, "Look at this rock, well." And Ace looks at it, and Luffy just punches the rock. And it just explodes. Yep. And thing. Ace is like super shocked. And I mean, really, really super shocked. Like, it's mad, bro. So, yeah. And he's like, "Fine, you can train me." And Luffy, he smiles and he's like, "Well, let's get it then." They've been training for the past month, and Ace has gotten really strong. Like, not as strong as Luffy, not at all, but really, like, the strength on, like, okay, like, a fifth of the strength of Luffy. Yeah, that sounds reasonable. Now, Sabo, he just comes later, and he joins the training too, Now, Ace is like a fourth as strong as Luffy. Sabo are like a sixth. So yeah, they were all strong, Now after that, they stopped training, I don't know. I don't even know when Ace finds the flame fruit. Yeah, where did he find it, bro? Probably just ate it by like. Yeah, he probably just ate it like by luck, I guess. Yeah, probably. For Sabo, Sabo, he just fights with his whatever, his pipe and all that. Okay, now we time skip, Luffy has gotten stronger. Yeah, a little, twice as strong. Sabo has like a third of the strength of Luffy. No, yeah, Ace half the strength of Luffy. So they're pretty good. And Sabo has already invented his Dragon Claw fighting style. And how Luffy got memories? He got memories of how Ace stupidly died, Yeah. Both even use Haki, bro. He has Conqueror's Haki, bro. He can't even use it. How? So basically, he forced Ace to match his Conqueror's Haki and his Armament Haki, Ace has full body Haki, bro. Bro cannot die. If he dies, I'm laughing at him, Literally, bro. You have Haki, why are you stupid? As for Sabo, he just needed the Conqueror's armament and observation. Cause he doesn't need high. Just needs basic armament because he has the strength to make fire with his dragon claw fighting style. So yeah, you know how Luffy friction with rubber or whatever, and the Haki and just has lets on fire. Yeah, so I can do that too. And yeah, for Conqueror's Haki of thing, Ace is purple, uh, orange. And yeah, his armament Hagi's aren't no armament, And yeah, he ate the flame fruit, and he's not stupid. He can send, how Akainu can just send magma fists, without having to extend his hand. Yeah, he can do that too. Basically like Gatling without, you know what I mean, eh? And they're good. Um, so yeah, and they're enjoying life. After that, mm, Sabo disappears, but Luffy and Ace, they're not worried at all. Ace, it's time for him to go become a pirate, and yeah, he just goes. And Luffy, he waits, he just trains another year, and then he finally starts his adventure. So Luffy, he's in his little rowboat. He's just swimming, And then he sees the giant sea king, just a giant sea king, and then he's like, "Oh, nice lunch," and he just uses room, and he just I think he just says amputato. Yeah, he just slices the sea king, and then he removes the room, and the sea king is now dead. That simple. Takes part of the meat of the sea king, I guess, and he just heats it up. Because he uses look, dude. I don't even. Yeah. How about this, bro? Basically, just shambled a fire. Yeah, on his ship, bro. On his sailboat. Yeah, he shambles a fire on his sail ship. He just cooks the meat and eats it. So yeah. And yeah. After that, he gets sucked into the thing, the whirlpool, and before that, just puts himself in a barrel, and he reduces the size of a sword using his powers. Yeah, he basically reduces his size completely. Yeah, and as far as awakening, if you're curious, it would be able to completely modify. I don't even know what the actual awakening a flaw is. I no okay. So the awakening will probably like he could modify his own body, like inflate his arm, just using the Gomu style attacks. So yeah, and after that, he ends up in Elvita's boat, and basically, Koby when he goes to open the box, Luffy just pops out. So Luffy still has is on the outfit that he wears, the shorts, the red thing, I guess shirt, and the straw, yeah, and the sandals, yeah. Sorry for the interruption. Like I said, when Koby goes to open the barrel, Luffy just pops out. I know. Kobe's just taken, just surprised. Yeah, he just completely shocked. So yeah, um, like he's surprised, and he asks, "Who are you?" And Luffy is like, "Oh, my name is Luffy. My name is Monkey D. Luffy. And I'm gonna become the king of the pirates." And Kobe, he shivers as he's like, "Oh, are you gonna hurt me?" And Luffy's like, "No, why would I?" And Kobe explains the Alvida's treatment, and Luffy's pretty mad. So he's like, "Kobe, I'm gonna give you power, and I want you to beat up that Alvita lady. Is that good for you? And uh, thing, Kobe, like, sure, but you really want to give you the powers to a wimpy kid like me? And Luffy is like, of course I do. And basically, he modifies Kobe's body to the pre-time skip, post-time skip. My bad. And he basically modifies his brain so that he has knowledge about hockey. Basically, he has a conquers. No, he has observation and armament hockey. He has high observation and basic armament hockey, but he can activate instantly. And he has a Zoro iron body, a Tekai, Kamiye. Basically he has the 7 powers. Yeah, and I forgot what all of them are. Yeah, also the Tempest kick. Yeah. After that, bro, I just don't know. So yeah. Now Kobe feels power. He feels powerful. He feels like a true man now, and he hugs Luffy. Bro hug. It's a bro hug. Calm down, bro. He bro hugs Luffy, and he's like, "Thank you, Luffy. Thank you. You don't know how much this means to me. I can finally become the Marine I want." And Luffy's like, "Hey, don't cry, Kobe. You could be a good rival in the future." And he just smiles. So yeah. And after that, man, I'm sorry for background noises, bro. Just people, bro. Oh my god. Okay, so after that, basically Kobe beats the shit out of the Ovita pirates. And Luffy keeps the Ovita's mace because it looks nice, and he basically reduces the size of it. And he puts it in his pocket because he might use it. I don't know. Maybe later. I don't know. Oh my god. So yeah. So after that, basically they take the boat itself and they just remove the thing. They basically shambles. Luffy basically shambles them with the boat to the location of Zoro somehow. As by luck. So yeah. Okay. So like I said, Luffy basically shambled him and Kobe with the Elvita ship to she just shambles him and Kobe. Yeah. Doesn't need to he doesn't yeah. He just did. And so they shambled themselves. And they just walk around town. So after that, they go inside a bar. And they just get something to eat. And then a little girl taps Luffy's shoulder and is like, "Mister, are you a pirate?" And then Luffy's like, "Yeah, I'm a pirate. So what?" And the girl is like, well, I want you to save Mr. Zoro. He's getting starved so that me and my mom can escape punishment from the I'm the Captain Morgan's son. And Luffy, he's like, oh, okay, I guess I can help you. Koby, you're a Marine, aren't you? Maybe, defeating a corrupted captain would be good for you, wouldn't it? And Koby, he nods and he just follows Luffy, They pay for their food and all, and they just go. After a few minutes of walking, they reach the wall. Luffy basically cuts it in a perfect square. So yeah. And after that, they basically kick down the wall and they just saw Zoro. And he's like, oh, what a true man. And he basically, cuts Zoro's head. Then Zoro's like, what are you doing? I'm just taking punishment for a little girl. And don't you know that? And Luffy's like, look, the captain is corrupted. And his son is even more corrupted. He's gonna execute you anyway. And Zoro's like, you're right. Didn't think about that. Then Luffy's like, so, I want you to join my crew. Then Zoro's like, yeah, definitely not. Then Luffy's like, fine. Then what does it take for you to join my crew? And Zoro's like, if you bring me my swords, then I'll join your crew. And Luffy's like, okay then. Just says, dream. He basically, yes, he always keeps stones in his pocket, just in case he needs them. So yeah, and he basically shambles the three swords, and he's like, I believe these are your swords, aren't they? And Zoro's like, yep, they are. And I just noticed, you use a sword too, huh? And Luffy's like, oh yes, it is a sword. It's a very special, you could say. Then Zoro's like, that's nice. And Luffy's like, yep, it is. And no, they basically, the Captain Morgan and the Marines, though, they're like, they just come out, and Luffy's like, Zoro, don't kill the Marines. You can only kill maybe the captain. Leave his son alive. He might be useful in the future. And Zoro's like, yes, Captain. And Koby and Luffy's like, well, Koby, let's go. And basically they knock out every Marine and it's just Captain Morgan left. Basically they murk Captain Morgan. Yep. Just like that, bro. And my boy's not shocked, he's like, what are you gonna do to me? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna kill me? And Luffy's like, no. You'll be useful in the future. I'm gonna give your body some upgrades. You're gonna do Koby's gonna train you. Then come up with like, yes sir. And basically, he makes the changes. So basically, Amapo looks like he did, when he visited Luffy, like at the thing, Water 7 arc. Yeah. So basically, he gives him his weapons, and he's like, go learn how to use your weapons. Now we gotta go. Pulls himself and Zoro out of there, and they just take a boat. Just take a random ass boat. Yeah. And after that, he uh he basically they just sail. Yep. And they just sail and sail, until they meet Nami, And he's like, "Oh, lady, who are you?" And uh, Nami's like, "Why should I tell you, you dead pirate?" And then Luffy's like, whoa, calm down there. Why do you even have a grudge against pirates, Why? And Nami's like, she's like, you don't have to know, you damn pirate. And Luffy's like, well, what even are you? And Nami's like, I'm a navigator. So what's up with it? So what is it to you? And Luffy's like, well, I want you in my crew, actually. I can, even if you need help, okay, you look like you need help. So if I give you the help that you want, would you join my crew? And Nami, she's like, fine. You need to save my village. It is under attack by the Arlong pirates. And Luffy's like, oh, okay then. That's no problem. And they sail until they reach Serb village, which I believe is the village of Usopp. So yeah. No. After that, basically, they arrive, and they just see some random ass kids, with fake cannons pointing at their rowboat, and he's like, some kids, huh? And basically, he just hears somebody say, I am Captain Usopp. I am the one who commands 8,000 men. And Luffy's like, yeah, right. And no, he's like, just come out, we're not here to harm anyone. I know, they all come out, and basically Luffy introduces himself, and Nami too, and Zoro too, And they walk around town, and then basically, they help people. What am I saying? They just go around, walk, and they just see that people call Usopp a liar, and they're like, so why do people call you a liar, huh? And Usopp basically explains, how he lies a lot, and Luffy's like, that's a bad thing, Plus, I want to know, what exactly are you? And then he's like, oh, I'm a sniper. And Luffy's like, you're a sniper with a slingshot. Why? And then he's like, well, slingshots are my favorite weapons. He says that, with his head down, And Luffy's like, guess I could give you a good weapon, huh? Plus, I want you to join my crew. And Usopp is like, are you sure you want me to join your crew? And Usopp and Luffy's like, yep, I am 100% sure. And Usopp accepts the offer, and basically he's like, Luffy's like, well, now I'm gonna give you some strength because now you're looking ridiculous right now. And he basically gives him his body of basically he's buff now, okay. And he has Kuro Kabuto. And Luffy's like, I'm gonna give you a special bag that I made. And he basically gives him a bag, and he's like, now, oh, no. Luffy. Oh, yeah, he's gonna give him a special bag. And how he made it, he basically performed a surgery on a bag to make it, an endless or a bag that can spawn anything you wish of. And basically give it to Usopp, and he explains, if you need to take, like, I don't know, a fire bullet or whatever you want, you just has to say the name, and it will appear in your hand. And Usopp, he nods. They just walk, and basically Zoro is like, hey Captain, what about me, and Luffy is like, oh yeah, swordsman. And he basically modifies Zoro's brain so that he knows his armament hockey. Basically, Zoro knows armament hockey now. He can put it in his swords, and he has an observation hockey. So yeah. As for Nami, Luffy's like, well, Nami, you haven't officially joined my crew, so I want you to say officially that you joined my crew. And Nami, she's like, fine, I now, Nami, officially join your crew as the navigator. And Luffy is like, nice. And he basically gives her armament hockey, same way as Zoro, and yeah. And he also gives her the clim attack, actually. Yep. And he got the memory, so yeah, he knows how to make it somehow. He just makes it and gives it to Nami. Oh, no. Never mind, bro. So basically gives her the clim attack, yes. But after he shambles a cloud, and he just puts a heart in the cloud. And the cloud starts getting alive, and it turns yellow. And Luffy gives it to Nami, and he's like, well, that's a thundercloud. You can use it, you can name it if you want, because it's alive. And Nami, she's impressed and shocked at the same time, and she's like, I'm gonna name him Kinto. And Luffy's like, nice. And basically Nami just sits on Kinto, and they just continue walking, So yeah. After that, Usopp hears of the Captain Kuro incident, and basically, he just he just takes he just explodes Captain Kuro out of there. So yeah, and he just explodes the Captain Kuro ship too. He became a savior of his village. Yep. After that, the princess gave Usopp the going merry. Well, the Straw Hats the going merry, and basically they made Usopp draw the Jolly Roger, and basically he drew it like perfectly, not weirdly. So yeah. And now they're the Straw Hat Pirates. So yeah. Now Luffy just gave Mary a heart, and basically Mary is alive, and can actually talk, And Usopp is now shocking, He's like, well, this ship is now our friend, huh? And they're all alive. So yeah. So after that, they sail, and they just see the Barati ship, the Barati restaurant, and Luffy's stomach grumbles, and he's like, looks like we're gonna stop there, huh? And Nami, she's like, and with what money are we gonna eat, huh? And Luffy's like, oh, that money. And he basically shambles like 2 million berries. And Nami just shocked, and he's like, what kind of devil fruit do you even have? And Luffy's like, look, I just gave you money, so we can eat, so don't worry about it, okay? And Nami, he's just like, fine, Captain. And, yeah, they don't say nothing about it, After that, they go to the Bharati restaurant, and they just eat, and they're about to go, but they see that pirates are about to attack, and Luffy's like, chefs. And all the chefs look at him and they're like, what? And he's like, well, some pirates are about to attack. Would you mind if we gave you a hand? And they're like, but you're pirates, aren't you? Yeah, but we're different from the others, Luffy said. And no, he's like, well, time to cut some ships like usual. And they all hear that and they're like, what do you mean by that? And basically Luffy, and they just see Luffy say, Rim. They just see a sphere, a blue sphere appear, and they was like, devil fruit power. And basically Luffy just swings his sword down and the ship gets cut in two, bro. Yep. It just falls on the water, Luffy just tapped and it just goes underwater completely, bro. So yeah. And some pirate somehow managed to go on the ship, and he just saw Sanji's fighting prowess, And no, he's pretty impressed. Yeah. So yeah. And he's like, oh, nice. So Sanji, would you join my crew as a cook? And Sanji's like, why would I join your crew? And Zeph, he's like, come on, Sanji, don't have to stay here forever, I can take care of this restaurant by myself. And Sanji, he ponders that, he just basically, thinks about it, and he actually joins Luffy's crew, So yeah, and he goes into the mirror. He's like, well, I'm a cook for a reason, And basically, Luffy just shambles the fridge, basically like a whole ass kitchen. He shambles a whole ass kitchen into the mirror, and Sanji doesn't even question it, but he's just like, I got my kitchen. I shut the fuck up. That's simple. And after that, they set sail again. They enjoy their life and all. So yeah, they enjoy their life, their crew and all. So yeah. They navigate and navigate until they meet. They go to Arlong Park. Nami's island. So after that, they basically arrive there. Luffy goes to the village where the non-fisherman people live, and just ask them what's going on, and they explain what Arlong did and all. And Luffy, he's pretty mad that somebody would do something so cruel, So yeah. And he's like, we're gonna take care of it. Don't worry, okay? And they're all like, please save us. And Luffy, he nods. And basically, he gave Sanji armament haki and observation haki. And Sanji just knows Diablo Army right now. So yeah. And he doesn't have to spit. He can just ignite it like that. And he also gave him knowledge about Geppo, what he calls Skywalk, I guess. So yeah. and he just removes Sanji's, simpery, Sanji's no longer a simp. Yeah. And yeah. After that, they go to Arlong Park. They meet Arlong and all. And they just see Arlong, basically. And Arlong sees Nami, and he's like, "Oh, Nami, you finally returned." And Nami, he just he activates Arm and Hockey with her climb attack, and Kento just flies above her, and she just electrocutes one of the fishermen in front of Arlong. And Arlong, he's like, "Nami, what is the meaning of this?" And Nami, he's like, "I've found some people that can actually help me take you down, Arlong." And basically, the crew appears, and Luffy just goes direct at Arlong, and Arlong, he barely has time to dodge, but he somehow dodges, and he gets a cut on his cheek, and he's just sweating profusely, and he's like, "Oh, I'll have to use my sword, huh?" And he basically pulls out his sword, I guess, and he just fights Luffy, And as for Zoro, he fights the 8-sword stealth, octopus-looking dude, and Sanji fights no, not Sanji, Usopp fights the one with big lips. Sanji fights there's one of them that just does karate, yes. Sanji fights him. And Nami just electrocutes the rest of the minor fishermen, non-important characters. After a minute, Luffy just sends Arlong flying with tact. And he does, and Zoro just use a 180-pound phoenix on the 8-sword style dude, and he just makes him fly somewhere. And as for the big lips dude, look, okay, and yes, Usopp has armament hockey, so he basically just uses Kabuto as a bat, I guess, and he just smashes the dude somewhere, And Nami, she doesn't do. Sanji just kicks him into oblivion, and yeah. Yep. And Nami gives the money that she got to the villagers. So yeah. After that, they'll high five each other, Nami hugs Luffy for keeping his promise, and she thanks him, and Luffy just says that it's no problem, and yeah. After that, they just go. They visit again the village, and Luffy, he's like, well, I could perform the surgery, but I'll die. But what if I give the effects to somebody else? And basically, he just shambled the fisherman here. And he just tells Nami to show him the grave of Bellemere. And she just does so. And Luffy just digs out the casket. And Nami's about to say something, but she just sees that her mother's just getting out of the grave completely fine. Like yesterday. Like it was yesterday. And he just sees the fisherman that was near Luffy just starts to become a skeleton, And Nami, she hugs Luffy, even more, and she's like, "Thank you, Luffy. You don't know how much this means to me, She cries, She goes to hug her mother, Yeah, she hugs her mother really, really tight for a long time. And yeah, and basically, Bellemere just thanks Luffy, and she just goes back to the village, and they don't say nothing. Well, the villagers are really surprised, and they're like, "Bellemere, how are you still alive? And Bellamy just says that it was that young man here that saved me, and she's referring to Luffy. So yeah, and after that, Luffy, Nami, and all, they just get out of here, with undergoing Mary. And they're about to go to the next island, but Luffy was like, I want to see where the Pirate King was executed. And they're like, oh, fine, Captain. And they basically, sail to Loguetown. And Luffy's gotten a bounty. A pretty high bounty. And I'm gonna be honest with you. He has cut down ships. He has just murked Arlong and all. Yes, Arlong did land on a marine base. And basically Arlong and his fishermen, they just they got the, how Batman, burns marks on his victims? Well, Luffy did that, the same thing, but to the fishermen. So yeah. And basically after that, yeah, the Luffy's bounty is like, how much? It's gonna be 400 million. Zoro's bounty will be 275 million. Sanji 274 million. Nah, they both got the same bounty. Yeah, they both got the same bounty. Usopp 200 million. Nami 175 million. Yep. I know, right? They're worth a lot. Yeah. And that's it. Basically, they could just sail and sail, so yeah. And after that, they arrive to Loguetown, they just walk around until Smoker sees them. Yep, Smoker sees them. And basically, he's like, Straw Hat, you dare set your foot here? I'm going to take you down. And Luffy's like, really, Smokey? Really, Marine? And after that, Smoker uses a smoke and he's like, oh, I'm gonna call you Smokey now. But I don't have time for this. I'm gonna end it quick. Okay? And Smoker, is confused and he's like, does he have armament hockey? Oh no, if he does, I'm pretty fucked up. I'm pretty fucked. Basically, Luffy just punches him with a lot of strength with armament hockey, and Smoker just gets knocked out like that. And Luffy is like, I don't like weak opponents. Yep, I hate them. Might as well give him power, He might rise up in ranks and try to defeat me quickly. So after that, like I said, basically, he makes Smoker stronger, a little stronger, basically. So, he can face him in the future. So yeah. And basically, he goes to see the pirate where the platform where the pirate was executed, and he somehow sees Buggy and Alfida back, and dragon. So that's my father, huh? Well, my family sure is weird, huh? And after that, they just him and his crew just go set sail, And this is where I'm gonna end the what if. So, peace out and goodbye. Bye bye.